Hi, this is Brandon from Tatog Tech, back here again with another video. Alright, so today I wanted to show you how to learn the Linux file system in one command. And you might ask, Brandon, how the heck am I going to learn the Linux file system in a single command? That's impossible. Well, it's not. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to preface this by saying that this is not going to teach you about every single file on your Linux system. Now, because there's so many different types of applications you can have installed on your system, and that's going to add just numerous different file types and names of files, directories, and all that kind of stuff. So this really just doesn't have the breadth to cover every single file that's known to Linux. Now, what this will do is it will give you a foundational understanding of the Linux file system, especially going out of the root directory, which is where everything, expands out from, is the root file system. So let's go ahead and run that command. Now, that command is going to be man file and then dash hierarchy. Now, just to kind of simplify the description here, really honestly the last sentence is really all you need. Is this man page describes a more generalized, though minimal and modernized subset of the specification that defines more strictly the suggestions and restrictions systemd makes on the file system. And it also points out earlier in the description that that the file system hierarchy is inspired by Unix, more specifically the hierarchy in the file system hierarchy, and then a bunch of other stuff, right? So I'm not going to get into all that, but right. So basically what this is saying is the Linux file system is based on the Unix file system, and really what this document's purpose is going to be is to give you an introduction to the Linux file system. Now, you can see here just from this general structure, this is right here, this is a lot of the stuff that's going to be inside of your root directory. You've actually got slash or root right here. You got boot. EFI, this is more, typically this is going to be a subdirectory within boot, but this is here, keep in mind that you're going to have different distributions that break things up differently, where you may have this folder in one distribution, you may not have it in another, just depends on the system, what it's looking to accomplish. A lot of times when there's things that are done in a certain way, there's a reason for it, right? Like there may be a legacy purpose, things like that. And we can see here that we've got, like the basic file structure here. We've got the root directory, the boot directory, etc, home, the root directory, srv, temp. Those are very, very core to what gets Linux running and going and doing all the things that Linux does. So looking through this file, we can see it covers different types of files: runtime data, vendor supplied operating system resources. It also has persistent variable system data, virtual kernel and API file system, compatibility symlinks, home directory, unprivileged write access, node types, system packages, and then user packages. Yeah, and that looks like it's it, but you can see that there's a ton of information in here. And there are going to be certain circumstances where you can see where it's going into specific subdirectories. Now, and the reason it's going into those is because those are directories that are very, very important. And this is going to be the more common files and directories that you're going to see, not an all-encompassing list. So keep that in mind when using this command. All right, well, that's pretty much all I have for this command. I just wanted to go ahead and introduce it to you. I may do some covering of the major files on a Linux system in separate videos. So just make sure you're subscribed for that, as well as all the other content primarily focused around Linux that I will be covering in the future. So I want to tell you, if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. If you liked it, hey, let me know what you like about it, or if you have any suggestions about other videos or topics I should cover. If you didn't like it, let me know what I could have done better. And I really want to thank you for taking the time today to watch my video, and have a great day.